Today on Fresno State Focus, the man accused of groping women near Fresno State has been arrested.
Today marks the 75th anniversary of the Japanese attack of Pearl Harbor. We'll tell you about one of the worst days in American history.
Plus, how one city in Brazil is mourning the loss of members of their beloved soccer team. Fresno State Focus starts now. Hello and welcome to Fresno State Focus. I'm Julie Cruz.
And I'm Liz Juarez. The Fresno Police Department arrested DeAndre Jean-Pierre last Friday, and now he's accused of groping women near Fresno State. The first attack was in June, and since then, several women have filed police reports. Jean-Pierre was released on bail on Saturday. Officials are investigating if all cases are connected.
He was a student that was involved, in the campus community, and that's the sad part about this whole story. But what it does bring out to play is, even though this subject was apprehended, I think the bottom line is you still need to remember about safety on campus.
Lieutenant Watson wants to remind all students and staff to be aware of their surroundings when walking through campus.
Today we remember the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor that led to World War II. The Japanese shot down 8 U.S. aircraft and sank 4 ships. More than 2,400 American lives were lost and 1,200 others were wounded. President Franklin D. Roosevelt said December 7, 1941 was a date that would live on in infamy.
School was almost out, but a renovation on campus has just opened. After months of work, the quad between McKee-Fisk and the Family and Food Science building is now complete. Students in McKee-Fisk say they are excited about the improvements.
I feel like the students are going to get a different experience for the better, because they're going to be able to walk by there and definitely make it to class on time.
The space was off limits to students and staff all semester while the renovations were taking place. The area features new places to sit. It also has fresh landscaping with new grass and walkways if you need a place to study for finals. Check out the newly renovated quad.
The MakeAWish Foundation makes dreams come true for children who are battling life-threatening illnesses. Reporter Tiara Richardson tells us about the latest wish granted by the foundation.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3,
The MakeAWish Foundation started in spring of 1980, and the first donation was $15. Since then, MakeAWish Foundation has been granting wishes for children with life-threatening illnesses. Community Director Courtney Snap says that they deal with 8 counties, but only have 5 people on staff, so they rely heavily on interns.
The MakeAWish is a different kind of medicine, and maybe we can't do surgeries or prescribe pills or anything like that, but we can bring hope, strength, and joy, and that physicians say does help the human spirit.
Snap says she became a part of the foundation because her nephew was diagnosed with leukemia at 2.5 years old. He is now 13 and well, which is why she says she loves being a part of other children's experience. If her nephew Chance could beat it, they can too. Employees are greatly affected by the children that they have helped through negative experiences. General Manager Pam Jordan cries in such distress after finding out Emily, who won a trip to Disneyland last year, cancer has come back. Despite the setbacks, Jordan chooses to think positively.
Said it best is we're bringing back the holiday spirit in some really trying times. I think it's so important for us to have hope and faith and belief, and this time of year it's so special that we can do something for others. So I think it makes a huge difference just in the human spirit.
For every letter that is mailed out, $1 is given to the MakeAWish Foundation to make a child's wish come true.
Emily says that the MakeAWish Foundation has helped her build great memories while she was in treatment. She continues to smile as she overcomes some life-challenging difficulties.
My favorite memory from when I was in Florida is probably, I have a couple, but one of them was I got to write on a star and I got to put it in the Star Tower.
This year, Macy's hopes to get everyone in the spirit of giving. If you want to participate, there are red mailboxes located at both Macy's shopping centers in Fresno. Tiara Richardson, Fresno State Focus.
The Fresno State Opera performed Lucinda y las Flores de la Nochebuena this past weekend to a crowd of young children and families who came to see the musical right here in our studio. Wax from several students. It told the story of a young girl who wanted to give a meaningful Christmas gift to the church. She wanted to make a blanket out of yarn, but because her mother was sick and couldn't teach her how to knit, a miracle helped her give the gift that was in her heart. An incredible performance by the actors is under the direction of Dr. Anthony Radford, Lucinda y las Flores de la Nochebuena. Dr. Radford is here today to tell us a little bit more about the play and the work that went into putting a musical like this together. Thank you for being here, Dr. Radford.
My pleasure.
So can you tell me a little bit about the play that took place this weekend, and did you direct it or did you just write the script, or what was?
Well, I commissioned the opera, Fresno State commissioned the opera from a composer named Evan Mack, who is faculty at Skidmore College in New York, and the librettist, Joshua McGuire. And they gave us the score in February, and we rehearsed it. And at that point, we broke for the summer, and we started rehearsing it again in September. And yes, I directed where the actors go and things like that. And by November, we were ready for performances in schools and, of course, here in the theater.
I know that it takes, how long did it take to put this whole production together? Because I know it takes quite a while. Or
well, the composer and the librettist and I met over burgers and beer about 2 years ago, when we started to think about what we wanted to do next. And basically, we mapped it out on a napkin at that restaurant. And so, yeah, it's been 2 years of work.
You kept the napkin?
I kept a picture of the napkin, yeah.
Oh, wow. So can you tell me a little bit about, I actually watched the performance, and I saw the lead female actress gave a really emotional performance. How do you prep your actors to take a part of such a performance like that? Or
well, their training here at Fresno State encompasses all of that. We have an opera class that teaches them how to move on stage, how to sing. We teach them in vocal studio. We teach them how to sing and how to speak in different languages. And we have classes in diction, which is pronunciation of German, French, and Italian. So the opera is a culmination of all of these skills that we teach them. And so our lead, Alejandra, she's a graduate student. She's been taking voice study for now 5 years, and the literature courses, so she knows all about opera and where this comes from. And she's done a number of major roles for us. She did Carmen 2 years ago, so in a production with orchestra. So these students have been working a really long time to do this.
Yes, they were really, really good. They did such an amazing performance. Will there be any more musicals coming up this next semester?
Well, we have 2 more performances of Lucinda, and I'm hoping that people will come and join us out there at the Campus Point Mall on December 17th in the afternoon, 12:15 and 1:15. We're going to be joined by the mariachi band, so it's going to be kind of a Christmas event out there. And then next semester, we're going to be doing Die Fledermaus by Strauss in the concert hall with orchestra.
Cool.
So plenty of opera going on here.
Well, you have a lot of things lined up. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Dr. Anthony Radford. And now here's a look at your weather forecast with Kaile Hunt.
Today's pick of the week is a picture taken by a viewer, Alexis Ford. Now, Alexis is a junior at Fresno State studying agricultural communications. If you are on campus and snap a picture, be sure to tweet us at FS Focus TV, and it'll be put on the air. Now, looking at our national satellite, look at this icy blue covering the Midwest and the cloud cover just swooping it up. That's snow. And even on the West Coast, you can see California is receiving a lot of rain. Now, taking a closer look at the coast of California, look at those oranges and those yellows. I want you to peel your eyes on that because that's heavy rainfall. And even just behind the yellows and orange, you can see those icy blues, which is snow. Yes, California is receiving snow. Not in Fresno, though. Looking at our weather currently, the highs were across in the mid of the 50s, just across mid-50s for everything. Merced 52, Madera high of 53. Now looking at tonight's weather, you can see that little cooler across the Central Valley, mid-40s for all. I mean, Merced got 44. Madera got 45, and even Fresno got 44 as the low for tonight. Now, looking at our temperature currently, Fresno State Focus temperature 52 degrees is the high, and the wind was 3 miles an hour today, and the humidity was 40%. It was foggy this morning, but that did clear up around noon. Now, our air quality for the San Joaquin Valley is moderate all across the board. And now to our 7-day forecast. Today, high of 52 degrees, and it is very cloudy. It's still a little cloudy here and there, but sooner it will clear up. However, coming in tomorrow, again, it will be cloudy again. And looking at our weekend, we will be receiving some rain this Saturday, and a little bit Sunday. It's going to trickle off and just get into some clouds. Now going up into the next week, it's going to warm up. Look at Monday and Tuesday. It's going to go from 59 degrees as the high up to 62 degrees as the high. Liz and Julie, it isn't winter yet. We are still in fall, so this winter will be a cold one, and that's your look for the weather. Back to you.
Coming up on Fresno State Focus, how Greek life helps students grow closer together. The experience of 3 sorority members who have built a lifelong friendship.
Plus, Christmas Tree Lane is back and brighter than ever. How locals are getting into the holiday spirit. All that when we come back.
Success. At Fresno State, it's no secret. It's discovering new ways to change our world. It's creating opportunities as diverse as our community itself. It's in the distinction of our graduates as they lead us into the future. Success is no secret at Fresno State. It's our mission.
This is our Fresno State, forming relationships and learning experiences that last a lifetime. Making friends who are like family, learning from professors who treat us like family, and earning a degree to make a better future for our family. Engaging our alumni generation by generation by generation. This is our Fresno State. Welcome to the family.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Nikki McCabe here with your entertainment news. The University Theater is closing its doors for the season, but is going out with a bang with Passion Play. The production takes place in 2 different eras during Queen Elizabeth's rule in England and Hitler's rule in Nazi Germany. Jana Price says being a part of the production has touched and taught her in many ways.
Whether it's the religious rules or the rules of the government, you can always find a way to, I don't quite fit in with this rule, so how do I get around it, or what can I do to not feel oppressed? And I feel like this play really shows characters trying to deal with the struggle of, do I do what's right or do I do what's good for me?
You can catch Passion Play up until December 10th, so get your tickets now while they last. The Satellite Student Union was a full house when television actress Jodie Sweetin stopped by campus. The sitcom star, known for her role as Stephanie Tanner from the hit show Full House, educated students about drug and alcohol addiction. She opened up about her own struggles she continues to deal with today.
On the outside can keep me sober. It's a real inside job for me. It definitely helps to know that I have, 2 little girls that are looking up to me and depending on me.
After the speech, students got the chance to have a special Q&A and meet and greet with the celeb. Sweetin tours college campuses all over to help spread her story of hope. Season 2 of her show, Fuller House, premieres on Netflix December 9th. Local artists may have talent and vision, but some have little creative space to improve their skills. Fulton Film Company aims to change that. I spoke with a young woman who explains how the business helps inspire and develop her craft. What some may just call a picture, artists like Karina Gayton would consider it something more. Wanting to learn and explore her passion, Karina wasn't sure where to go. When she heard about the opportunities available at Fulton Film Company in downtown Fresno, she made sure to connect. Working with the business, she says, helps her gain more experience as a photographer.
I've done so much in so little time, and I'm already getting clients. I'm starting to plan my own video, and when I think about it, it's shocking.
One of the founders of the company, George Ohan, mentors Karina on her business, CG Photography. He says local artists can benefit greatly from what they have to offer.
We're providing that space for individual content creators to really grow. We want to be the backbone. We want them to say, hey, meet me at the Fulton Film Company.
Partner in the company, Kimpet Panyasaya, says it's important to pass on what they know to those interested in film and other arts.
you have to cultivate new generations of storytellers and filmmakers that want to learn. So this is an opportunity for them to get a chance to learn things from us who have been doing this for many years.
Fulton Film Company gives young aspiring artists the chance to work in a creative space and to make their dreams soon become reality. As a single mother raising her 3-year-old daughter, Karina hopes she can inspire others in her position to keep going after their ambitions.
They tend to think that their hopes and dreams are gone because they have a child and they have to sacrifice a lot. That's true, but you can still do your dream. You shouldn't give up on it.
It's that time of the year again. In the spirit of the holidays, it's time for a stroll down Christmas Tree Lane. It was opening night over the weekend for many to enjoy houses covered in lights and Christmas spirit. Ashley Hughes says the lane's 94th anniversary shows it's a great local holiday tradition.
It's pretty incredible because things don't last long, and so when you think 94 years this has been going on, and just, you know, behind the scenes, like the amount of work that goes into this, it's huge, and I don't think that a lot of people realize that.
If you missed out on the walk, don't worry, because there's another chance to walk through the bright and cheerful lane on December 13th. The lane closes after Christmas Day. And that's a look at your entertainment news. Back to you, Julie and Liz.
Thanks, Nikki. As the fall semester is coming to an end, students may be thinking of rushing for a sorority or a fraternity next year.
Fresno State Focus reporter Ryan Smith met with the members of Phi Mu to talk about how Greek life has impacted their lives.
When some think of Greek life, partying and drinking may come to mind. However, Phi Mu President Adi Fergosa says that the sorority is so much more.
So it's like just definitely like a second family. You're home away from home. That's what we always say.
Fergosa saw herself as a shy girl in high school who wouldn't have held a leadership position. Now, she's the president of a sorority.
Definitely like made me grow as a woman. I didn't feel like I had a lot of girlfriends. I had just a certain group of girls that I hung out with, and that was it. And so to know that I had more than probably 100+ sisters that I can feel like I can go to, that was really nice.
More than 1,400 men and women take part in Greek life at Fresno State according to Student Affairs and Enrollment Management. There are 41 fraternities and sororities. Jessica Cameron says Phi Mu has given her friendships that will last a lifetime.
I was here a year without being part of Phi Mu, and I really didn't make any friends during that time. So with these, these are the girls that I've gone through my college experience with, so they're definitely gonna stick around.
Phi Mu has even brought back together old friendships. Jenna Schumacher and Jessica Cameron were friends in 7th grade, and now they are seniors and sisters.
She brings a more positive vibe to everyone and makes everyone feel really comfortable.
I'm standing outside of the Phi Mu house, which is located right across the street from campus. Inside of this house lives 40 young women, all who have grown in friendships that will last a lifetime. This is what they say sorority life is really about. Ryan Smith, Fresno State Focus.
Your picture.
La Passarella will be showing tonight at 7 in the Satellite Student Union. La Passarella is a humorous play that involves present, social, and political issues. Gladys Villalpando is volunteer coordinator for the event. She says that a first-time viewer should be ready to have a good time.
So this play is a tradition for Tortilla, the Club Tortilla. So we do it every year in December. We expect you to laugh and also while gaining awareness of political and social issues that are happening within the Latino community.
The play revolves around issues such as voting, immigration laws, and climate change. Admission is free.
Thanks to social media, one local artist shows his creativity through hats. Reporter Grecia Sanchez has the story.
Cam Cooks, who is a Fresno artist, has gone to bigger heights by creating more than just a name for himself. He knew that rapping wasn't the only thing he could do. He wanted to become more creative, and this was when he began to design and create hats.
As an artist, I was basically looking for another way just to market myself, really, and just step outside the box. What wouldn't a rapper do, or what would a rapper do? And so you start figuring those things out, and then, you know, you gain interest in them, of course. And so mood caps came about because I wanted to wear something that I like, that I can make.
When designing these hats, Cooks wanted to make sure that the mood you were in was the type of hat you would wear. By doing this, it caught all the Fresno locals' attention as he began to post his hats all over social media.
It's actually quite funny how I found out about it. I was like scrolling through Twitter, and then I kept seeing these mood caps, and it just caught my attention.
One of his biggest supporters is his brother Zoe. He has been able to promote his hats and put them on his social media to gain more customers.
Work ethic is like no other, and when he decided to do the mood caps, you know, I felt like it was a great idea just because it's good to, you know, just reach out into a different category, a department of your skill set and pursue something, because I feel like, you know, there should be different avenues in making income and getting your creativity out there.
From being a local artist to a small business owner, anything is possible. Grecia Sanchez, Fresno State Focus.
Coming up in sports, Major League Baseball is getting a makeover.
What the new sponsor plans on bringing to the plate.
I got the bulldog spirit up in my head.
Up in my head.
Up in my head.
I got that bulldog spirit up in my head. Up in my head to stay. I got that bulldog spirit deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Deep in my heart. Got that bulldog spirit deep in my heart. Deep in my heart to stay. I got that bulldog spirit down in my toes. Down in my toes. Down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit down in my toes. Hey. Down in my toes to stay. I got that bulldog spirit up in my head, deep in my heart, down in my toes. I got that bulldog spirit all over me to stay. I got that bulldog spirit deep in my heart.
Deep in my heart, deep in my heart. I got that bulldog.
Welcome back. I'm Ryan Smith with your sports report. Last week, the city of Chapecó, Brazil came together to mourn the deaths of the Brazilian soccer players who died in Lamia Flight 2933. Hundreds of fans gathered at Arena Conda in the pouring rain while the bodies of the players were flown back from Colombia. It was just last Monday that the soccer team's charter flight crashed. The cause of the flight is still unknown, but investigators say they're considering low fuel to be a factor. Under Armour is stealing the show with Major League Baseball right now. The sportswear company signed a 10-year deal with Professional Baseball League and will be providing players with on-field jerseys and other training gear. This new partnership is the company's biggest deal to date with Major League Baseball and will start in 2020. Speaking of baseball, in just a couple of months, the Bulldog baseball team will be back looking for another Mountain West championship. The Dogs will open their season at home on February 17th against Oregon. Here to discuss the upcoming season is junior pitcher Ricky Tyler Thomas. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So you guys were Mountain West champions last year. How are you and your team preparing this year?
We're doing a lot of work, a lot of off-season work in the weight room, trying to get bigger, trying to get stronger so we can last pretty long in the season.
Nice. And then you were actually named to the USA Collegiate National Team. How was that playing for them?
It was definitely an honor. I didn't expect to be on that team, but it was definitely a goal I was working for. I couldn't have got there without my teammates and my coaches, so I want to thank them for that.
Yeah, and you say you weren't expecting it. What made you reach that goal?
I mean, they told me last summer when I went to the Cape Cod that I had a chance if I just keep putting up numbers and keep working hard. So I was like, all right, I'll just make it another goal and try to achieve it.
And what role did you have on that team?
The USA team?
Yes.
I was kind of like a long relief kind of guy out of the pen. I didn't really start that much, but I just went along with the flow, and whatever they told me to do, I just did it.
Yeah, I bet that was still a really good experience.
Yeah.
And then you were named the Mountain West Pitcher of the Week 3 times. What was that like, having that kind of impact on your team?
I mean, like, it was definitely cool, but that's like not our main focus. Like, our only main focus is just to get the W, and then the accolades will just come later.
Yeah, and then what are your goals potentially for your final season as a Bulldog?
Win a Mountain West championship, host a super regional and a regional, and hopefully get to the College World Series.
And then I say potentially because there's a chance that you might get drafted. Is that right?
Yeah, this will be, well, I have one more semester to go through, and then I'll probably leave for the draft.
How long have you been working for this school? I'm sure everyone who plays baseball has wanted to get drafted in their lifetime.
Yeah, it's been one of my dreams since I was like 3 years old, but I'm just ready to start my career, and hopefully whatever team picks me up, they'll give me a chance.
Yeah, and then if you could choose any team, what team would you choose to play for?
Well, it'd definitely be cool to play for my hometown, San Diego, so the Padres would be cool, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever team picks me up, that'll be my favorite team.
Well, I really hope you get picked up and
Thank you.
are a Padre by this time next year. Thank you so much for being here. We've been talking with junior pitcher Ricky Tyler Thomas. Fresno Pacific's women's basketball team is in full swing in their season. I got the chance to visit the court and meet senior basketball player who showed that with a little determination, any goal is reachable. This is Fresno Pacific senior basketball player Abrina Solis. Basketball players are commonly known for their height, but Solis is only 5'3", which is a challenge in itself when pursuing a collegiate basketball career. Just like most athletes, there were times that Solis doubted her choice to play college ball.
There was points where I was like, I don't know if this is worth it, if this is the plan that I'm supposed to follow. So yeah, definitely, there was points.
As a freshman, Solis was a walk-on. She had to put in the same amount of work that her teammates did without the reward of a scholarship.
And it was kind of exciting for me to have a challenge, to kind of challenge myself to get a scholarship and prove to people that I was worth it to get a scholarship.
But she did not let her size get in the way of her dream to earn a full ride. Solis is motivated by other small professional players who she grew up watching, such as Nikki Speed.
I mean, size wasn't a big deal to me when I was playing. I just knew that I could amount to anything that anybody else could do, so.
Head coach Tim Beauregard looked right past Solis's lack of height and was able to see her for the leader that she is. He gave her a full ride scholarship.
She runs the ship and does not make a lot of mistakes. She played almost 30 minutes a game in the Pac West last year, and she averaged less than 3 turnovers a game and just kept steady and kept everybody on the same page and kept everybody moving forward.
Not only does Solis have the respect of her coach, but her teammates respect her as well. Teammate Alex Green says Solis is valuable on the court.
Her strongest point, I think, is her leadership, her vocal ability to be loud and to not be afraid to tell people where they need to be or how they need to do things.
Solis may have walked through these doors freshman year as a walk-on, but with hard work and determination, she now walks into the locker room as a full scholarship athlete. The old saying still rings true. It is not about the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight in the dog. If you want to catch Abrina Solis and her team in action, they'll be playing Concordia tonight at 5:30.
This wraps up our final Fresno State Focus of the semester.
A brand new crew of media communication journalism students will be back in January.
We hope you enjoyed our final broadcast.
Thank you for watching and happy holidays.